Listen, if you already know that you've been pursuing the same goal for a while now and you just can't seem to get focused, then this video is for you because this is about cutting the noise. So as we end the year, people are hustling to get their life together because they might have waited all year to really get focused in on what they truly wanted to have done before the end of 2025. But distraction is keeping you from actually getting on board, getting tunnel vision, and getting the thing done. So I want to help you cut out distraction. So you can do this by answering 3 questions. And so one of those questions is, what is actually keeping you from taking action? So is it fear of rejection? Is it fear of failure? Is it fear of what other people think? I truly believe the answer to this question could unlock your being all over the place, you being squirrely. As soon as you realize, okay, I'm just worried about what people think, or you know what, this is a new thing for me, I'm afraid of failing, but what if I just decided, who cares, at least I made myself do it, then that can really unlock this whole, spending time, spinning your wheels, not taking action. Now the next question you can ask yourself, and this really can help you lock in, is what is me pumping the brakes holding me back from? When you think about what you desire to accomplish by the end of the year, I want you to think about, okay, how much better will my life be when this thing is accomplished? When I have this thing in the bag, how better would my life be, my finances, how I feel? What is it going to do for just the trajectory of my life? How is it going to transform me? When you lock in on how pumping the brakes on doing this is holding you back from this beautiful life that you know will be created if you stepped out on it, can be the fuel that you need to start taking action. It can be the fuel that you need to get on board with what you say you actually desire. So I want you to consider, okay, what is this holding me back from? So the third question is the one that we'll spend the most time on, and that is, okay, now that I know that this is what is holding me back, this is what I'm keeping myself from, this beautiful life, by not taking action. All right, so let's get real with ourselves. What can I remove? And this is the thing, you have to be real with yourself on what you are doing that is escape activity. So in the book, 7 Habits of Highly Effective People, we talk about the time matrix. And in the time matrix, there is a section of it that is for things that are not important and not urgent. And those are things that we typically do to escape life, not really rejuvenate ourselves, but to truly escape life. And many times we use it as a way to feel busy. And sometimes we use another part of this time matrix that's the not important but urgent. And I call this OPP, other people's problems. So sometimes we can feel the need to feel needed and start solving world hunger for other people in their life. And again, it creates what I said the other section creates, busyness. We feel like we're busy, everybody needs us, we're helping everybody create what they want to create. And then we're also so burnt out, so tired, that we create these other things that seem urgent, but they're really not. It's just like, oh, I need to check TikTok or I need to check my notifications, or you spend time gossiping or watching trash TV. None of these things are helping you get further along. And so you get to decide, okay, I'm going to make some real life decisions about cutting out the noise, cutting out the things that I know. If I remove them, I will now have the space, not just the time, but the space mentally, energetically, emotionally, all the things to actually lock in on this goal. And it's the only way that you'll be able to lock in, by removing some things. Because here's the thing, we're not getting another 24/7. We have all the hours that we're ever going to get in a day. So you get to prioritize what matters the most. And if you say that you want to have these banging goals, you want to have more peace in your life, so you want to, really live this soft life era. If you say that you want to have more power, more executive presence, you want to speak with more power, you want to not be afraid to put yourself out there and launch your business. If you're saying that you want to have more profit, you want to go for the promotion, you want to do all these things, you're going to have to create the space and time for it. Again, not just the physical time for it, like the day and the hour to do the work, but also the emotional part of it. And so what can you remove, and what are you actually willing to remove? Because you know what it's holding you back from. It's holding you back from this beautiful life that you already know that you can create once you dig into this goal that you want to focus on. So now you get to decide, like, am I really ready to do the thing? And if you are, what are you willing to reduce or eliminate? So here's the thing. I'm a big believer that going cold turkey doesn't always work well because it's not sustainable. So you can also do micro scaffolding, how you get rid of some of these things. So for me, it was social media. I'm not even, in my opinion, a big social media person, but I feel like I used it as a tool to escape and use it as a tool to procrastinate. That rhymed. And so because of that, I was like, you know what, Desiree, I already know you doing this just to escape things, saying like, oh, I'm chilling, I'm trying to see what people are up to and connecting. But am I really, or am I really just doing busy things? So I put a time limit on all of my apps. Sometimes I'm not committed to it, but most times I was. And so for that reason, it kept me from being super distracted by those things. The other thing is conversation. Sometimes I really love just taking the time to enjoy my friends, but there are other times when I'm taking the time to enjoy them because I don't want to stick to my plan for the thing that I know I'm doing. So I'll stay on the phone longer, I'll hang out longer, almost like not giving myself any boundaries. And so the name of the game is going to be, when you decide what things you're going to remove, you have to be real about boundaries. And this is when I think accountability really helps. If you have somebody that is walking this out with you, if you have a community that is walking this out with you, it's much easier to keep those boundaries because they're going to pull you out on the carpet. They're going to be like, hey, you said you wanted to do this. Why are you not doing this? Go back and do this. And if you don't have a circle like that, you need to go find one, whether it's a paid circle, like you get a part of a group that's doing some of the same things, or you need to find a circle, a community that maybe you're a part of that are doing some of those things already, or even if it's just one person, but find a community, accountability, whether it's one person or many that are doing some of the things that you're doing, or at least locking in on goals and can honor helping you be accountable to it. Because when you create the boundaries, you're more likely to do it, and you're definitely more likely to keep your boundaries if you have accountability with you. So if you like what I am putting down, then I think that you would totally, not even think, I know that you would totally enjoy my 3-day change challenge. I am so excited about this because the change challenge that I'm doing is about how can you have more power, more peace, more prosperity before the year is out. Many people wait until the beginning of the year to start cranking it up. And I want you to get it done now, and not just getting stuff done, but I want you to transform to the person that gets the stuff done. And so this is about transformation, not just changing things that you do, but changing who you are. So if that sounds like you, then I want you to click below and go ahead and register for the 3-day change challenge that is coming up September 23rd through the 25th. And I can't wait to see you there. So until the next time, go ahead and be great. And I hope to see you in the change challenge. Bye.